Hello, this is Mrs. Brown, and we're going to look at surface area of prisms. Okay, we're going to start with rectangular prism. Now, there is actually a formula for this, but you don't really need it if you understand what's going on. This is a rectangular prism, and this is what the net would look like if you unfolded it. This is what it would look like. And basically, you can see it has 6 faces. And if I look at these rectangles, like this one is 3 by 4, and this is 2 by 4 and 2 by 3, I can find the area of each of these rectangles. Sorry about that. And once I find the area of all these rectangles, I add them up. Notice there's 2 12s, 2 6s, and 2 8s because the top and the bottom will be the same. The front and the back will be the same, and the 2 sides will be the same. So it has to match. Well, if you understand that, I can look at this picture and say, okay, I'm going to pair up each set of numbers. So 3 by 4, 3 by 2, and 4 by 2. And whatever answers I get, I can add up and I can double, okay? Or if you prefer, you can just write 2 of each of them and add them all up this way. So I can add them all that way. I can add this up, that's 26, and do 26 times 2 in order to figure out that the surface area is going to be 52, okay? So the surface area of this rectangular prism is 52. If I add these up, this is 20, 12 and 8 is 20, 12 and 8 is 20 more, which is 40. That's 46 plus 52. So I can add them up individually, or I can pair each number on my rectangular prism and find the area of each of the 3 different types of rectangles. And then once I have that, I double it and I will have the surface area of my rectangular prism. That's basically what the formula says, saying length times height times width, and notice the 2 is because there's 2 of each of them. So we're doing the same thing, but this is a case where a formula isn't really necessary, and might be a little bit more like, okay, if you just kind of think through it and pair each of these up, then you'll have the same result, okay? So let's look at a different type of prism. Let's look at a triangular prism to see what's going on. Okay, so a triangular prism would have triangles as the base, and then the sides would be rectangles. So the net would look something like this. Again, I've got the 2 triangles as the bases and then the rectangles. And what's going on is each of these has a height of 5, the rectangles, and the length, the other side, is the sides of the triangle. Like this is 4, so that means this is 4. So think about my triangle I have right here. These are the 3 other missing dimensions. So this is 4, this is 2.8, and this is 2.8. So I can use that information to find the area of each of these rectangles. And then I find the area of the triangle. There's 2 of them. These 2 are going to match because it's a prism. And so once I found the area of that, I just add them up. Okay, so if I do 5 times 2.8, that's going to give me 14.0, or just 14. 4 times 5 is 20. And this is also 2.8 times 5, so that's also going to be 14. If I take my triangle, remember the area of a triangle is going to be 1/2 base times height. So if I'm doing 1/2 base times height, 1/2, the base of the triangle is 4 and the height is 2. I'm using those 2 numbers because they form a right angle, and in order to use a base and a height for a triangle, they have to, by definition, it has to be at a right angle. So those are the only 2 numbers I can combine in order to do this based on the drawing. So 1/2 of 4 is 2, times 2 is 4. And so this area is 4, and this area is 4. And so now I just need to combine those 5 numbers together. So 14 plus 20 plus 14 plus 4 plus 4. So 14 and 14 is 28, plus 20 more is going to be 48, plus 4 is going to be 52 plus 4 is 56. So the area, or the surface area of this particular triangular prism is going to be 56. Okay, and I didn't include units, but let's say I did centimeters. Remember, surface area, because it has the word area in it, is square. We're finding areas and adding them together, so we're measuring how many little squares fit across something. So the units are going to be squared and not cubed, even though it's a three-dimensional shape. Okay, I hope this helps, and have a fabulous day.